Are you ready to be a part of history? Well, we're going to talk about it when we get back. I'm CLM II for Style with Power, the channel that helps empower men through style.
Okay.
Well, happy Monday. And I hope that you have had a great week. And the big story for this week is that the Democratic Party has selected Joe Biden to be their Democratic nominee for the President of the United States. But the biggest thing that happened is that the Democratic Party has accepted Kamala Harris, a black female, to be their selection for Vice President of these here United States. So, are you ready to be on the side of history? Well, before we get into that, if you're into videos that talks about style, that talks about fashion, that talks about empowerment, and that talks about mindset, well, this is the channel for you. So, don't forget, hit that subscribe button, hit the little notification bell, so you'll know every time we upload a video. Yes, the Democratic Party has did something that has never been done in the history of these here United States. They have selected a black female to be their vice presidential candidate for the United States of America. So, are you ready to be on the side of history? Will you go out and vote? Will you make sure that she is the vice president of the United States? Well, this is your chance. This is your time in the year of 2020. Which we all know that 2020 has been a hell of a year. This could be the year that you go out and vote for a black female as the vice president of these here United States. So this past week, they had a Democratic National Convention, and I'm going to show a few clips of that convention. If you missed it, some powerful speeches. But we're also going to look at some of the fashion styles of that convention, and I'm going to give you a few tips on why the fashion that you see at the Democratic National Convention is the universal fashion of the world. So let's take a look, and we'll be right back.
Virus attacks when the body is weak and when it cannot defend itself. Over these past few years, America's body politic has been weakened. The divisions have been growing deeper. The anti-Semitism, the anti-Latino, the anti-immigrant fervor, the racism in Charlottesville, where the KKK didn't even bother to wear their hoods. Today, we trail the world in defeating COVID. We have over 5 million cases.
George Floyd, Breonna Taylor, and a never-ending list of innocent people of color continue to be murdered, stating the simple fact that a Black Life Matters is still met with derision from the nation's highest office. Because whenever we look to this White House for some leadership or consolation or any semblance of steadiness, what we get instead is chaos, division, and a total and utter lack of empathy.
When this president goes overseas, it isn't a goodwill mission, it's a blooper reel. He breaks up with our allies and writes love letters to dictators.
If you want a president who defines the job as spending hours a day watching TV and zapping people on social media, he's your man.
170,000 Americans have died from COVID, and Donald Trump says it is what it is.
People often think that they can't make a difference, like our civil rights icons. But every person in the movement mattered. Those who made the sandwiches, swept the church floors, stuffed the envelopes.
This administration has shown it will tear our democracy down if that's what it takes for them to win. So we have to get busy building it up by pouring all our efforts into these 76 days and by voting like never before.
I accept your nomination for Vice President of the United States of America.
I accept this nomination for President of the United States of America.
Well, there you have it, some of the highlights from the Democratic National Convention. But, you know, not only did the convention really go off well, even though it was virtual, and I thought they did an outstanding job. Let's talk about some of the fashion that we saw last week at the Democratic National Convention. So many individuals, especially my men out there, they always want to know, why do we have to wear suits? Why should we have a suit? Well, what the United States have done is that the United States have set a precedence for not only our country, but for the world. If you notice, anytime you see anybody that's in heads of state across the world, most of the time they're wearing a conservative suit. As I have on today, I decided to put this on today just to kind of demonstrate what the norm is, not only here, but around the world. The norm is that you wear a nice conservative suit. I have on a nice conservative blue pinstripe suit, right? Nice conservative tie, right? Not too outlandish, not too gory or gorish, or not any wild colors. Very conservative, nice burgundy tie, very conservative with stripes in it. Very conservative, right? The shirt is always white, right? Because it just looks great. It's very conservative. No one gets offended by the color of your shirt. Nice and conservative. Always a white shirt, conservative tie, dark blue, navy blue, always works well. You can wear a black every now and then. You can wear a brown. You can wear a charcoal gray, but usually dark navy blue suit will always work, or navy blue blazer, right? Doesn't always have to be a suit, navy blue blazer. Now, I like to wear the pocket square, right? I think it brings a certain amount of class. That's what the pocket square was made for, to put a handkerchief inside the pocket square. But you can wear it with or without. Most men today wear their suits without the pocket square. So whatever you feel like you want to do, you can go ahead and do that. I like to wear the pocket square. That's up to you. You can wear it without, most people do, right? Shirt, I like to wear French cuffs, right? Some people just like to wear the button-up shirt. I like to wear a French cuff. If you decide to wear a French cuff because it takes your look or your fashion to another level, I would say to be conservative. If you notice, my cufflinks are very conservative. It's a button. It's called a button cufflink. Looks like a little button. Real conservative, right? So you can wear that. You don't want to get too fancy, right? Just nice and conservative. Jewelry, I just have on a watch today. Usually I would have a watch and a ring, right? Sometimes you can wear a bracelet, but when you go to the conservative side, a watch is fine. One ring, I didn't wear a ring today, but one ring would be really nice, right? These are just some of the fashion tips that you see. And whenever you see anybody from the heads of state, starting with America's head of state, notice the president always wears nice navy blue suit, tie, white shirt, very conservative. But that look has spread around the world. Heads of state in other countries that have other cultures will put on a dark suit, white shirt, conservative tie. So that's the normal look. So for those of you out there who say, why should I wear a suit to an interview? Why should I wear a suit when I go to certain events? Why? It's all stuffy. Well, the reason why is that if the most powerful person in the world can wear a nice conservative look in a nice suit like this, why can't you? Right? Why can't you? And this is the norm. This is what we're used to seeing. This puts people at ease so that when you're being interviewed, you're being talked to, everyone feels comfortable, right? Now, you can go against this norm, right? But you're kind of going against the grain, and you may be putting yourself in a situation where you're behind the 8 ball. My suggestion is, hey, always have a nice conservative suit in your closet, white shirt in your closet, nice conservative tie in your closet, and I guarantee you, you'll go very far. Well, that's it for this week's show. Just want to throw a little fashion tip in there along with the history event that was done this past week with selecting Kamala Harris as the Vice President of these here United States. And I hope that you're on the right side of history, and I will see you next week.